Welcome to another episode of A Simple Conversation. I'm your host, EJ. Today I have a very special guest on the show from the same hood, very humble brother, well-spoken, and he's also here today to promote his new service, integrity service of the Lowcountry, as well as give me a little information about on Kogers Mortuary Service. Mr. Jeraldo Brown, how you doing, brother?
Fam, all is well, man. All is well, all is well.
Okay, how's the family?
Spoiled, wife and children, spoiled. Happy wife, happy life, I promise you.
I know that's right. So, okay, tell me about Kogos Mortuary Service. How did you get in that line of business?
Well, from young age, I always wanted to work in the funeral home.
Really?
Of course, my mom died when I was young, and
Right.
for about a year and a half, I was scared of funeral homes. Like I never went in a funeral home. Went through that phase, and then after that, I went back to wanting to work in a funeral home. In 2003, the dream was of opportunity was made available. I started for a short time at Young's Funeral Home down in Yamasee. That's where, of course, our family used to deal with them. And then in 2005, Miguel Koger was the manager of Hamilton's Funeral Home. And he opened the door and gave me an opportunity under his leadership while there. In 2007, he became the owner and operator and opened Kogers Mortuary Service. And from 2007 up until the present, I have been serving with him. So it's a lifelong dream. And then it's probably in the bloodline too, because my father is actually a funeral director and embalmer in Atlanta.
Wow. All right.
So it's a lifelong dream. It's a passion. It's what I love to do.
Okay. I noticed you just say you were scared going into funeral home. So like working with it at the beginning, was you ever nervous or got afraid of doing it?
Very first time, 2003, I was a little nervous. And then, like I said, I got out of it. And in 2005, I came back. The first few days were a little nerve-wracking. Mind playing tricks on you, thinking you're hearing stuff, in actuality you weren't. But after that, man, I was cool.
All right. So integrity service of the Lowcountry. Tell me all about it. What inspired you to start that?
Man, let me tell you, that name integrity was given to me years ago for another business venture that will still be coming. But integrity service of the Lowcountry Auto Detail came about because in my downtime, or when I've had a long day at work, a long week or whatever, I'm stressed. A lot of people like to drink. A lot of people like to go party or whatever. Some people go sit by the water. I like to detail cars. And so I had a few people that would always call me to wash their cars, and all of them said the same thing: Jeraldo, you should go into business. And I was like, okay, so I tried it. I stepped out on faith, and in stepping out on faith, I've been in business about a year and a half consistently, and it's something else that I enjoy doing. I enjoy detailing cars. I enjoy taking like a car that's sat for maybe quite some time and spraying it off, getting it right. And then my partner, my coworker, Daquan Kinsey, he's a beast when it comes to interior detailing. He can make it look. He can make a car look and smell brand new. So it's just a passion, man. It's just a passion that I love to do.
All right. So what all services do you offer with your detailing company? Are you mobile or do you have a shop set up somewhere?
We are not mobile quite yet. We've been blessed. My boss, Miguel Koger, has been allowing me to use the grounds here at the mortuary to clean cars. But we were blessed on February the 19th of this year to purchase a trailer, and go back to August of last year, we purchased a truck. So we're in the finishing stages of setting up to be fully mobile, whereas we can come to the house, to the job if permitted, and clean cars after hours, because I still have my full 9 to 5 at the mortuary.
Right. Okay. So what is your vision for the detailing company?
My vision is honestly just to continue to do what we're doing as far as detailing, not to really say knock anybody out of the box, because that's not what we are here for. Integrity is here to offer mostly after hour detailing. So for people that work a 9 to 5, 9 to 7, you still have an opportunity or a service that say, hey, I can come clean your car at hours that are convenient for you.
Right.
Maybe down the road, maybe actual stationary shop, but right now is just mobile detailing, offering some great services for great pricing. That's the main thing, and just giving back to the community. I've been blessed for the last, oh man, I'm not even gonna say, I'm gonna say probably 20 years or better to be blessed by the community, from roadside, Jonesville, Yamasee, Whitehall, Hendersonville, Walterboro, Green Pond, all of the surrounding areas. So I feel like it's time for me to give back to the community that has given so much to me.
Okay. So what advice do you have for anyone that's want to open up their own business?
Number one thing, you have to be a believer in God, and you have to be totally assured in what you're doing. And when I say a believer in God, no, you're not going to cross every T, you're not going to dot every I, but you have the faith and the assurance that, you know what, when I make this move, God is going to have me. That's number one. Number two, you got to have tough skin. People are going to talk about you good or bad until the day the casket closes on you.
Right.
And even after the casket closes, people are still going to talk about you. Let people talk and let it be water that rolls off your back. Number three, have a vision for your business. Stick to the vision, stick to the plan. Be assured in what you're doing. You don't need anybody else's approval. You have to be approved by yourself and be confident in what you're doing. You do those three things amongst a few other small things. Never look at anyone that is doing the same thing that you're doing as competition. Look at them as motivation to make you better. What are they not doing that I can do? What are they doing that I can utilize in my service? Just different things like that. Have a business mind. Have a business mind. Learn to separate my business from my personal life. Learn to separate my business from my friends and family. There has to be a difference. There has to be a difference.
Right. All right. So let's switch gears for a little bit. I also have a hip hop debate podcast as well. So before I let you go, it's only right that I ask you, what's your top 5 MCs?
Woo! Boy, we going back in the day. And I'm old. I'm old school, man. I'm like the back in the day 2090s type music. So MCs, I got to give it to my boy Jay-Z because I love his live band. I love his music. I gotta give it to my boy. I know everybody said he's Sean Combs, but back in the day, Puffy, another great musician, artist. Love him, love his lyrics. Of course, my role model, and I don't know if you remember Donald Green. Back in high school, he used to call me Biggie Smalls.
Yeah.
The boy is bad. The boy rap about real.
I was waiting for you that one.
Yes, sir. Number 4, I know he gangster with it, but he's still an OG. Snoop Dogg. Oh man. Number 5. I know it's gonna be a conflict, but I love Tupac. Tupac.
That's a nice list.
That's my top 5 right there. Now this UH stuff, I ain't got there yet. I don't know who's who. I'm the old school.
I know that's right. Well, as always, man, I appreciate you for blessing me on my platform with your services and products. And how can the people get in touch with you also if they're trying to get a detail done?
Integrity Services of the Lowcountry, 843-599-7872. We are on Facebook and we are on Instagram. Integrity Services of the Lowcountry Auto Detail. If you can't find us on there, of course, you can find me at Kogers Mortuary, 843-782-8200. And follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Snapchat. There's only one Jeraldo Keith Brown, and that's me. So if you can't find the business, look for me. I'm gonna take you to the business.
All right. Well, man, I'm proud of you and happy for you. I love seeing what you're doing. And as always, I'm going to support you on my end or whatever I could do.
I appreciate it, brother. And keep doing what you're doing, man. You're making a difference. I promise you are.
I appreciate that. Until next time, we signing out.